I've never been the gambling type. I once got like a $10 voucher.
Right.
I put it on black again, and then walked away as the dealer was kind of like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" I was like, I got $40. I'm happy.
Oh, nice.
See you later.
You won.
It's like that's not how it works. You gotta.
Yeah.
You're on a winning streak, right? Like you gotta.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
You
I
could
knew,
really do this.
I knew that $40 would get me 1.5 drinks, so I wanted to quit while I got ahead.
Oh, you get free drinks the whole time if you just stay there.
Oh, that's true. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that it ends up costing you like the mortgage after like 5 Jack and Cokes, you know.
That's
like,
true.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
The only drink that costs money there is water. You know, they want you
I didn't
to
think
It's
about
true.
water. I need to let me drink all these out, like so much alcohol and get so dehydrated that I spend all of my money for sure.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
They
shit.
pump in the oxygen,
Right.
So you can stay awake. And
I
they
think there's no windows either.
paint
There's
every
no-
ceiling
you
like
have
blue
no idea what
sky,
you're
like it's
doing.
daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk through and you're like, it's the day. Meanwhile, it's 3 a.m. You're like, it's the day still.
18 hours.
I feel so alive. How those balls looking?
You know what season is, right?
I do indeed. It is time.
It is time for smooth sack summer. And how do I keep everything smooth, everything tidy, everything the way it should be?
Well, I don't know how you do, but I'll tell you how I do. Manscaped, buddy. You know how much we love the crop mops. You know how much we love the lawnmower, but they have the Performance Package 4.0 now.
They did a little upgrade to the Weed Whacker. Weed Whacker is, of course, the nose and ear hair trimmer. It is now the 2.0. And also, they are getting into the beard game. They've got their brand new beard trimmer, which is fantastic. So go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code BACONPOD, and that will give you 20% off and free shipping.
That's right. So don't forget to work on those testicles, your chesticles, and your cheeks. Keep them clean and ask yourself, what's your bacon?
Welcome, everybody, to Bacon is My Podcast.
Totally different day.
It's a totally different day. Totally different day. Where today we are joined by Alyse and Oscar from North Carolina-based band Lilac. Dudes, what's going on?
Awesome.
Man,
Really, really stoked
super
to be
happy
here.
to be here.
We're still in Vegas.
Still in Vegas.
Well,
Still-
I was just going to say.
Right, see? You guys are
North
selling
Carolina-
this really well like it's a different day. Like, we all wear the same clothes all the time.
Yeah.
Been here so
Well, it's like, Fred Flintstone wore the same clothes all the time.
That's true.
So
Yeah, many
why
of the
wouldn't you
same
wait?
outfit. Once you find something that's good, you just buy it.
Right, exactly. But yeah, you guys are North Carolina based, but you're out in Vegas. So how is writing, recording, all that stuff? How's that going?
Oh, it's been a dream so far. Amazing. This is the first opportunity we had to work with Kane Churko, and just being able to say that and then walk through his studio and see the plaques up on the wall with Ozzy Osbourne, Five Finger Death Punch in this moment, like all this like history behind it. And then Kane is just like a super chill person who's super open to all the collaborating and the style in which we work. That it's been awesome and exhausting at the same time. A lot of early mornings and late nights.
Yeah. So like, what's interesting is that like, our previous EP, Perfect Drug, all of those songs we had written to it, and we worked with Cam, and we got the songs like pretty much done. Other than Perfect Drug, we were writing up to the very last wire, and then the internet went out.
Whole nother
Thankfully,
story.
whole other story, crazy, but it was like perfect timing just because we were really, really trying to get the chorus done. But anyway, so like that recording studio, so West Valley Studios is owned by Howard Benson, right? And so we worked with Mike Plotnikoff and Joe Ricard, and the production quality is insane. Those guys are so talented, amazing. But I think since it was our first EP, like they kind of like let you explore your voice. And I don't know how much they work with like rappers. So I know that like when Oscar went to the mic, he did like a rap, and they were like, perfect, great. And he was like, do you want multiple takes? And so it was
I'm
just like
that good.
yeah,
that good.
he was not good.
One take Jake over there.
Yeah, but I think it was just like we recorded our ideas, our thoughts. We were able to find our sound ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they just recorded it as we thought. They might have added some stuff, but it was just like amazing production quality of like our ideas. Whereas like right now we're sitting down with Kane Churko and like we're literally writing together. And like as I come up with the melody idea, he might tweak it. As Oscar comes up with a rap or a melody idea, he tweaks it, and we'll combine it. Or he thinks
we'll argue about it for 2 hours.
Oscar,
Yeah.
Oscar will come up with a cadence for a rap, and then he'll just like randomly think of like a melody that goes up perfectly over that rap that makes it now this super catchy thing. And so like I feel like we're really like evolving, and we're just like in this space together. And yeah, it is exhausting because we're constantly tweaking each other and changing it, and like finding how 4 voices can come together and make this insane music. And it is insane. Like the songs are on a different level, man. Like Oscar is rapping like more than he's ever like better than you've ever done before. I'm able to sing like he's like just embrace yourself, like just be like, if I want you to hit a money note however the hell you want right here, you know. And I'm like, I get to do that here in rock music. Oh, I'm so excited. I get to play with you know, like I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this. And so like I went like, I was like, give me 15 minutes. I'm gonna come up with like the coolest, craziest thing, you know. And so like I feel like we're embracing ourselves and our sound.
That's really cool. I mean,
I was just gonna say, how long did it take you guys to like to get into the mindset of being able to do that? That like that first kind of shift from like, okay, the songwriting is the core members of the band, and then we're turning it into letting other people kind of be in. And it's one thing to be like, oh, you've got such credentials, that's awesome to let you in, we're honored. But it's another thing to like have written something and have someone go, how about you do it this way? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll do it that way. I liked it. Sure, let's do it. Like, how was that a struggle at all, or how long did it take you to kind of like fall into a groove?
Well, I think when we first started writing together, he did a lot of independent like rapping, and and he was like the lead singer for his old band, right? And I've always been a lead singer of my old bands, and we've never really written with the two of us, or with anybody else, before this started. When my life first started, and so like I think when we first started as a band, we had to become more open-minded to like writing together and trying to like, instead of us getting mistaken for a couple, because we don't date, you know. But like you don't think of Chester and Mike Shinoda dating in Linkin Park, but like with a female and a male all of a sudden singing on the same track, they always think, oh, they must be dating, but we are not dating, you know. So we had to come up with, how can we talk about the same concepts and the same feeling and the same emotions with these two voices, but still make it sound like one voice, and that make it not sound like we're duetting with each other, you know. And so we kind of already practiced that a lot, and so I think we became more and more open-minded. So by the time we got to Kane, I feel like we were really embracing it.
Yeah, we really tried to lean into that idea. Like Alyse was saying, like we learned how to basically build the skeletons of what we wanted to say and the emotional impact of the sections of the song, and especially working with Kim as well. Like all 3 of us have been in a room together, you know, bouncing ideas around and saying, I like that sound, I like that clicking sound, or that synth right there, or like, no, make that lower, make that higher, you know, like let's leave more space here. So it's been something we came to approach this band from a standpoint of like, this entire thing is a collaboration. There's no one that has necessarily the final say, right? And like, this can only sound this way. And, you know, we've gone through ebbs and flows of like seeing what that process looks like versus us starting to write more separately. And honestly, it's always been that our best work has come from collaborating 100% from the very beginning. So, you know, we came to Kane just ready to embrace like his experience, his history, you know, his knowledge, and just like, you know, you know, you're a pro in your own, and we're all pros in our own rights, right? And so just to be able to lean into that we were ready for it, 100%.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think, and you know, you guys talking about the struggles of coming from being the front person and now being the front people. I was in a band that had 2 singers as well, so that was a big adjustment. But like I feel like the only thing that I could say is, as you guys keep going, is don't let I think collaborating on your lyrics and stuff like that is going to be number one. But if somebody comes up with like a whole song, have somebody else come in and be like, okay, I can get into this. Okay, I can add to this, stuff like that. There were times when, toward the end of it, when we were writing alone, and it was very much like, and even for myself too, it was very much like an ego thing where it's just like, no, I got a hook. I got this. And then he's like, okay, well, I got this part. And then we came together, and in the room as a band, we were like, oh, this fucking slaps. And then when you go through the process and you record and everything like that, you all of a sudden listen back and go, this is two different songs. Like, this is literally, we're singing about two different things.
Yeah.
So like, definitely ego is like,
yeah, you guys lyrically have
that's
done
the
a
one
really,
thing I can
really good
say
job
is,
of making everything kind of like meld together and have a cohesive, like, here's the vision, here's the vibe, here's the song.
Yeah.
Thank you
Which
so
is
much.
not easy to do.
It was really interesting you said that, Mike. That like, because we realized that a little while in. It's just like, we were coming up with like completely different songs, and I would write a whole rap song, and she would write a whole singing song, and it'd be like every single part, like the chorus, verse, chorus, bridge is all singing. Mine, same thing, all rapping, and then we were like, wait a minute, but how does this like meld together? And it's two completely different topics.
Right.
It's separate. So yeah, like a little bit of ego for sure, and you kind of have to like learn to let it get bruised a little bit.
Yeah, just letting go of ego is definitely like the number one thing, and that's like how I embraced. He and I write together too, so it's one of those things where it's like, if you write the whole thing, cool. Like, if I think I can elaborate on it and add to it, cool. That's awesome. But like, never be like, no, I have to have this part and do this part this way.
Right.
Like that's the kiss of death.
You got to join your
if you
egos
will.
to make one Voltron ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get ego.
I think, but I do like having a third ear in the room
Yes.
Always, yeah.
as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like, when you have two different vocalists that come up with two different ideas, even when we're together and we're collaborating or something, sometimes having that third ear, I'd just be like, actually, I really like the original thing you came up with before you started combining them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like there was a rap that Oscar did that like Kane immediately was just like, perfect, exactly how it is. Sell it, Spotify, let's go. Like having that, then that way I didn't have to think of like, how would I tweak that line, or what I'm saying? It was kind of like before I started trying to combine my thoughts into it, like Kane already loved it, and so like having that third party in the room, I think is really cool.
Or
too.
to even humble us a little bit, be like, because we'll get grooves and be like, oh, this is the best thing we've ever written, like they're gonna love it.
Right.
It's like, this makes no sense at all. What you guys do?
It's really important to be able to like have that extra voice, and like I said, we write together too. We actually occasionally on Twitch we're in the process of recording an EP, and we actually brought our producer on who took the demos.
Yeah, we just
pulled them apart.
Let him go through it live
said,
on
hey,
Twitch.
do this, do this. He did his notes to us like live on Twitch.
Yeah.
We didn't know what he was gonna say.
That was humbling.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I was gonna say, how did that feel?
But yeah, that's it.
After this talk, you should send us like your music. I'm down to like listen to your stuff. Like it's not called Bacon is a podcast, right? Or
No,
what?
it's bacon is my passion.
Well, we have we're
Yeah.
bands, and then we put music together also.
We'll send that to you.
We'll
Hell yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So being in Vegas, it's like an adult Disneyland, they say, Disney World, if you will. I know
Less
you're
adult all the time, though.
right.
Less adult all the time.
Yeah. Oscar, I know you're into paranormal. You mentioned that in What's Your Bacon? 7 Questions. Have you been to the Zach Bagans Museum yet?
No, I haven't, and I'm glad you brought that up because I've literally been asking everyone in town, like, what's the weird stuff to go to? Like, I want to see the like uncomfortable, scary. Like, I want to go
Right.
like nightmares that night and think that something's attached to me, kind of shit.
That's the place to go.
Check out Bonnie Springs too. Bonnie Springs is it's like a hotel little resort thing that's probably 30 minutes off the strip, and and it's like an old wild. It's set up like an old Wild West like ghost town. They have like
oh shit,
and there's like turkeys and stuff walking around, and you can wake up in the morning and take a horse up into the mountains and stuff and Red Rock and everything. But it's like it's very old timey. And you just hear all kinds of like I spent a couple nights there when I lived in Vegas, and it was super cool, and it's eerie, and it's weird, and it's also like out in the middle of nowhere, so you're also out in the middle of the desert, so you go out and you just look up and you can see all kinds.
That one was Bonnie Springs.
Bonnie Springs.
Bonnie Springs, and the other one.
Zach Bagan's museum.
Zach Bagan. Okay, I think I've heard that name while I've been out.
He's the dude from Ghost Adventures.
Yep,
so,
yep.
Yeah, so he's got this museum of all sorts of haunted, weird, creepy stuff that'll attach to you and you can take home, and I'm sure the band will appreciate that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's like I haunt the RV now. It's like, oh, I don't know, like
It's just, when you go, as soon as you walk in, just be like, I invite anything and everything here to attach yourself to me.
That's
I'm
the
okay with it. I give you permission.
Yeah.
You know, just immediately. That's the first thing you do.
Yeah, I mean, he's got literally everything from like crazy dolls to like Dr. Kevorkian's van to like just all sorts of wacky shit. So definitely hit that up.
Thanks for the recommendation.
How long are you guys gonna be there for, and how long are you like writing every single day with Kane, or you guys taking a few day breaks or anything like that? What's the schedule like?
So his process is like one song per week, basically. We only work on the weekdays, and then we're off on weekends. And we're going to be out here for 5 weeks. But
nice.
like we did come here with like a lot of like fleshed out ideas. He said a lot of bands that come to him are like they might have a riff idea, or they might have like a concept. Like I see like witches and earth, and they might come with a concept, but they don't like have the songs, like even like anything on a guitar yet. Whereas us, we had like Cam had already written so many skeletons that like Kane was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like, and he was like he kept asking Cam, like joking around, saying like, can we join a band together? Like we should do like a side project together. Like nice. So many I guess ideas that we came up with instrumentally before we got here, that I wonder if we can squeeze in more than just 5 songs. But we're gonna try to write with him as much as possible.
That's awesome.
Basically been nonstop since we've been here. We've been here about a week now, and we hit the ground running in so many things because Alyse, actually being a hacker, had like a conference to attend while she was here, and then just happened to be here, and she was like, I think I can get you in. I was like, get me in. So so basically during the days we've been like networking and like seeing all these cool hacker presentations and being super scared about what's on my phone now, like after being around all these people, to that's like AM to like early afternoon, then early afternoon to evening we're at the studio, and then just a couple hours of sleep before it all starts over again. So it's been nonstop.
So he's cool with me cache poisoning his phone, but he's not okay with like another like random hacker doing it.
Yeah, because at least I know who I can go to beg to please stop. Like, I don't like that Kirby's popping up on my phone every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Like,
Fair enough.
All right. Time out. We've got all these awesome sponsors here.
Right.
Where can they find all the information out for that?
Oh, if only there was a place. If there was only
a portal,
a hub,
a central hub to do so.
A central location.
Wait, I think there is.
Do we have the technology?
Yes. Baconismypodcast.com is where you can find the best deals on all of our awesome sponsors, including Drink Wild Bills, Pod Decks, Manscaped, all of them. Go over there, find their promo codes. You always get the best deals. But what else can you get over there?
Well, not only can you get the best deals, and we'll always keep those up to date, you can also help out the show by grabbing some T-shirts, some swag. Jump over to the Bacon is My Fashion section. Yeah, there's a whole section. It's just there for you. It's there for you. You You can check it out. We have nice T-shirts. They don't chafe. The nice to the nips. I like that.
Jimmy's all about his nice to the nips.
I'm like the
shirts.
Drax of this show.
Exactly.
I got sensitive nipples, man. I got sensitive nipples. If you have sensitive nipples, check that out. And you know what? How about your ear holes? You want to take care of those ear holes? Because you can find links to all of our episodes. How about your eyeballs? You want those eyeballs? You can find links to our YouTube, Strangerhood TV. You can check out everything right from baconismypodcast.com. It's easy. It's super simple. It's right there. What's your bacon?
I will say that when you go to this site, that will be your new bacon.
That will be your new bacon. Check it out.
Kirby's
Now-
great though.
Now, Alyse, so if you had to give just one thing to our listeners, like as far as what they need to be scared of, as far as what information they're allowing on the computer, what's something that's bullshit and something that's legit?
I think the bullshit would be some people always say like, oh my god, a hacker broke into my Facebook or whatever. But like if you actually go to like have I been pwned, have I been pwned.com, and you type in your email address, you'll see like, okay, I mean that my email was breached in a MySpace breach or old LinkedIn breach or like, one thing like a really old breach from back in the day. And you just happen to use the same password for all of your things. And so like hackers, we're not going to, if we see that you were in a MyFitnessPal breach, we're not going to like log into MyFitnessPal and start tracking our calories, using your account. We're going to like take the email and password combination, we're going to throw it against the website that actually matter, like PayPal or your bank or whatever. I'm just going to throw it against all the websites that matter to see if any of them stick. And so a lot of times somebody didn't really hack your Facebook because like Facebook does have a really valid red team that's constantly hacking and breaking into their stuff all the time, all day, every day. I mean, who knows? They might have found a 0 day. But like at the same time, more than likely, they just found your email and password online from old breaches back in the day, and you just never changed your password. So yeah, I think that's the BS. As for like real,
should tell them about the chip thing.
What?
The credit card thing.
Oh, I mean, no, that's something new today. I mean, I could tell him that. So I guess one demo that I do like to, like, if I wanted to scare you, I specialize. One of my hacking certifications is actually in hacking Android and iOS devices. Mm-hmm. So I'm really good at hacking cell phones. I mean, I can break into a lot of things, but hacking cell phones was my jam for a little while. And anyway, like. You can make your computer into like a rogue cell tower, so that way all of the phones that are connected to LTE will automatically switch to the nearest cell tower. And like as long as I'm connected to the internet, you're still going to get to Google. It's just you're going to go through me first, so I get to see all your texts, your calls. I can read your emails, all that stuff, because you're connected to LTE and you're going to a cell phone tower. Yeah, so like there was a survey that was done during Black Hat and DEF CON. So every year there's a hacker conference in Vegas, which that's where we were this week. So Black Hat is the more corporate hacker conference, and then DEF CON is more of the like hack all the things and let the world burn kind of conference. Anyway, they did a survey a couple years ago where like before the conference, like a month before the conference, they checked how many cell phone towers were in the area, right? And there was like 8 cell phone towers, okay? And those are legitimate cell phone towers in that area. And then during the conference, they did another survey of how many cell phone towers are here, and there was 32.
Oh, shit.
Okay? And that was before they did the presentation that year on how to make rogue cell towers. And so now there's like just like step-by-step walkthroughs and white papers how to build rogue cell tower yourself. And so now it's even more prevalent. So think of all the people that are just randomly here just to play the slots, but like they just happen to be doing it while the hackers are at the conference. And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, nowhere safe.
How close are we to just chaos, disaster, shutdown at any one time?
I think I think it's a matter of I don't know what you mean by chaos for like personally. I don't think anybody's
No,
gonna
like
like
in general, like just a shutdown, like someone being able to be like, hey, we're just gonna take control of everything, just because we can, and then let you know we can, and then maybe we'll give it back.
I mean, I do think personally, I do think that cyber war is going to be more prominent in the future, and I think it already is. You know, with the whole like Russia Ukraine thing, there was a lot of behind the scenes defense work and cyber defense, and trying to. In our red team, we were building ransomware that simulated Russian TTPs. We built it in Python for Linux and C# for Windows in order to be able to like mimic Russian ransomware and test our cyber defense team to see can they catch it. Like, do they catch the bad guys? Because if they can't catch us, how are they going to catch the real guys?
Right.
And so like we were really prepping for that, and so yeah.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
So we're close. All
See,
right.
here I
so we're
am.
there.
When you said how close are
I'm
we
glad
to?
I have Dashlane.
She's like, oh, that's cute.
She's like, oh, we can hack into
That's
that.
cute. Well, you're talking about cyber war. I'm like, oh, dude, we got Elon versus Zuck coming up real soon. That's cyber war.
Who can make the better dick rocket?
No, they're gonna fight.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna fight.
I thought that was fake news.
I thought no, they showed like them training.
Oh,
They were.
Can't just run it up like Celebrity Deathmatch from back in the day. Like if you remember
Right?
on TV.
Oh my god,
We
yes.
need we need like a clay Stone Cold Steve Austin to
Remember Mills Lane? Bring back Mills Lane.
right.
Well, yeah. Well, apparently, like they were gonna do it through UFC, and then they decided that they were gonna run it through, do it for two charities that they
Right.
do, and like there's been this big uproar of like, well, you should probably let Dana White from UFC do it because he's gonna be able to get an undercard and this and that, and like, what?
so like, but here's the thing. I don't know if this is like a red pill, blue pill kind. I don't know.
Right.
Like, but deep fake like AI technology is so good right now, especially the kind that money can buy. You know,
Yeah.
not the fake one, not the free ones, but like the really good deep fake AI technology.
Mhm.
Can't they just like hire some UFC fighters and like use their faces to look like them and just like have
sure.
the UFC fighters just beat
Of
the
course.
crap out of
They've already got fake people making thousands of dollars on OnlyFans, millions of dollars on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard
That's
about
a
that.
thing.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They're like some girl was on there, but it was like she was a completely AI generated fake thing, and people have been funneling in money for like her nudes and chats and stuff. And it's just
Oh yeah, she's like a millionaire now or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whoever's running that
She,
account,
right?
whoever's running that account and just generating all these fake images of her, I mean, they're loaded now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a
It's so
real
funny
thing.
because everybody's like, oh, it's AI is so great, and you could just put like one of my friends was like, oh, I did a band bio for my band, and I'm like, no, it's like what does it have to pull from?
right.
And he's like, oh, look at what it sent, and it was like great, and I was like, oh, well, nobody really knows my band, but there's information online. It's so off, it's so completely and utterly off that I can't even use it.
Well, the AI we get is kind of like
ChatGPT.
Well, it's kind of like the technology we get. The technology like us regulars get
Yeah.
is not anywhere close. It's 30 to 50 years behind what exists minimum, that's
That's one thing that I've always thought of, and especially having someone who's like industry insider, like super high up their shit, right? Like,
right.
I just think about I get to play with ChatGPT and like help me write emails, ChatGPT, like, and then she's behind the scenes like creating the next fourth iteration of the Matrix that like
No,
there's
whatever.
real
Right,
AI
exactly.
side of, and like, dude, like, have you seen that video game where like they're talking to the AIs now, and you can actually like have real conversations in game?
I saw something about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which looks super cool. Like,
yeah. The future is
Alyse,
now.
are we in a simulation? Are we in a simulation?
I mean, that would be that would be cool to find out if we can break out of it. I mean, I guess I don't know. I
Want to break out? That's the real question. Where are we?
What
Are we
Oscar,
really the nice guys?
Oscar, what's the thing that scared you the most over knowing all these, getting to know all these things?
So, well, I mean, that kind of stuff, just like, because she, you know, like, will talk to us about all, like, the stuff she's getting into and, like, the kind of work she does, because she's so passionate. It just kind of comes out, like, when we're hanging out. So when I got to go to DEF CON and, like, I'm like, oh, I'm surrounded by all these people I don't know who know how to do these things. And then there's guys like, you know, because you hear about, like, how they can scan, like, the little code on your credit cards now just by bumping into you and stuff like that. Or, like, there's someone handing out, like, little discs and they're like, hey.
That was bullshit, though. I heard that was bullshit. I heard the card bumping into thing is bullshit. Like, I heard that the whole RFID thing is crap.
No, so, like, that's not necessarily true. So it depends on originally, like, obviously if they've baked in some sort of encryption like key or something like that, then yeah, when you use like RFID duplicators and stuff like that, you're gonna have to you'd probably want to use like Proxmarks or something like that would allow you to be able to see what the encryption key is, see if you can break the encryption or whatever, or is it like a not an automatically generated string, like maybe it's guessable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, like, there was a new talk that was here this week where a guy already got code execution on the you know how we use like cell phones, like the NFC for like terminals, like to pay for like, you know, for cash registers and like ATMs and stuff like that, NFC. Well, he got code execution on like all the different like NFC like terminals and stuff like that, which would mean if you can get a shell on those machines, then everybody who comes up after that, like, it's just going to capture all those cards.
Right.
Yeah.
World's dangerous.
There you go.
Just now, bro. Like,
how many things, Oscar, have you just changed in your life now? Are you just like, hey, I did this new, and then she says something, and you're like, I'm gonna delete that, and then
yeah,
I'm just gonna shut my phone off. What can I get off my? I don't need this app anymore.
The funny thing is, she'll like start making fun of people for doing dumb stuff on the internet. She'll be like, "Can you believe people do this dumb thing? Like have the same password, you know, in general for like other stuff." And I'm like,
I don't talk. No.
See, I think my favorite thing for people that are tech like tech worried, they're like, oh, I don't have Alexa, I don't have the Amazon Alexa, I can't do that.
Right.
I don't want to be tracked. I've had people sit in my car and cover their face going through the pictures for Easy Pass in my car. And I'm like, dude,
and then
you've got a cell phone.
Open their phone with their face. Yeah.
Right. You've got a cell phone that you open with your face. They're already following you.
Well, do you have a driver's license? All right, shut up.
Right.
Yeah, I think the matter of it is, like, even when you know about certain things, like, I know that, like, when they reverse engineered the TikTok app, it gets all the permissions from your phone. Like, it can like see your sms.db file, like for your SMS text messages. It can send your data off to a third-party server. It has the permissions to contact the internet on behalf of you. And like, it can send silent Android SMS text messages like from your account, and it can clear logs of those texts. You know what I'm saying? It has all those permissions built in the APK file of the app. But like, does that mean that you're going to just stop downloading TikTok and stop playing?
Well,
no, I mean,
right.
Like,
right.
So for you listeners, this is coming from somebody who a band that has a viral video on TikTok and a bunch of videos on. So
exactly.
It's not like knowing has made you go, I'm not doing anything. You know, it's just kind of like,
right.
Yeah, this is the
way to win.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, our band, I mean, yeah, having the ability to go viral, having the ability to have, you know, our like short little videos to connect with our audience and have our music play and stuff like that. I mean, so many bands like are being told to get on TikTok. You have to jump on this train, and so like I just because I'm super like I know how it could be abused, doesn't make me stay in the sand and not use it.
Well, switching gears and speaking of the TikTok videos, I want to know, we talked about what your go-to pizza is. What's your go-to Jack in the Box?
Yeah, what was that Jack in the Box
order?
Ooh.
Cheeseburgers
No.
with extra pickles.
Yeah, you remember. You already know. And for some reason, ordering extra pickles on my cheeseburger, man, it got a 6.6 million views. What is happening?
What is internet?
That is
What is
so
internet?
insane.
Now, do you think if you didn't order extra pickles that you would have gotten as many views, or do you think that was the key? You know,
I mean, I got to be true with myself. I think they knew that I was being true to myself by ordering extra pickles.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
The internet needs to be real.
Yeah.
Now, what are your thoughts on the Jack in the Box tacos? See, I'm disappointed. We don't have Jack in the Box here. It sucks. We don't. So we got to go elsewhere. We got to go to other worlds for it.
Right.
Oh.
But
I used to have it, and I do not have it.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever eaten Jack in the Box is like when the band wanted to stop. Like when we
I think
were on
it was that
tours.
video. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
late night thing.
it was
Jack in the
always-
Box is a late night thing.
I've never
Yeah.
tried the tacos. Like, are they good? I only saw the burgers up there.
There's a time and a place for them.
He's shaking his head no so aggressively. Like
There's definitely a time and a place
They're
for them.
not good.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? We got a little hint for you here, a little secret.
Mm.
How do you help the show? We've been asked. Here's a way to help the show. Check us out over at patreon.com/baconismypod. You can get lots of extra stuff.
Yeah, like additional shows, ad-free episodes, early episodes. Shoot. Every Sunday, we record our discussions and drinks live with our patrons.
Yeah, so you can have a drink with us while we do it. You can watch us cook things. You can watch us eat things. You can just support the show. And that helps us keep putting these out. It helps us just
Keep the show free.
keep the show free. So thank you guys so much for supporting all of you over on Patreon already. Our patrons, you guys are our lifeblood. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to help out the show and you want to jump on, and you want to be part of that BIMP squad, jump over to patreon.com/baconismypod.
I feel
It's
like if I put on so much hot sauce on my food, like it would make anything taste really good.
Right. What's your hot sauce of choice?
Oh God, I love the mixture of like Serrano and lime. So
Nice. Okay.
Pepper Palace, like in a lot of different like tourist towns, like you'll find like a Pepper Palace.
Pepper Palace,
And
yeah.
have this like Serrano and lime like hot sauce. Oh my God, it lasts like for 2 seconds. I pour like half the bottle on one order of Chipotle. It's insane how much I use of that. But when I don't have Pepper Palace like to me, I'll get like I like the like Frank's Red Hot is good. I like the green what's the green?
Is it
Tabasco.
Tabasco,
I like
yeah.
the green one.
Okay.
For some reason I think it's more flavorful.
I like the green Cholula. That's my go-to.
Oh
That's the
Nice.
go-to. Like, okay, I can go to a grocery store and get it.
yeah.
It's like,
That one's good. I love a lot of green hot sauces for some
Me too.
reason. Like,
I'm a
even
fan
the
of-
habanero one. You know the green habanero one?
mm-mm.
Yeah.
There's one. It's like a Spanish brand. It's called Yucatan. Or
Okay, yeah.
yeah, and it's got this like ridiculously spicy green habanero sauce that I put on like everything.
So good.
Because I'm also like I love hot sauce, but like
There's a
it'll
taco place by me that I've seen that bottle. I just know the name.
Yeah.
Because they have like a bunch of bottles of different hot sauces, and I remember the name.
Yeah. My
It's
go-to
It's
still.
hard though.
My go-to still since last May, is still Rocket Fuel by Strange Candy.
Strange Candy, yeah.
Strange Candy hot sauces. Dude,
Interesting.
their stuff is aces.
And they partner with bands.
Yes.
Oh.
And they partner with bands.
Check 'em out, look 'em
we'll hook you guys up.
Yeah, we'll send you.
Yeah, you need to
we need a hot sauce.
email or
partnership.
text it to me. I want to know. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're
We'll send you.
a lot
We'll
of
send
good
you a
stuff.
contact. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guys
Ronnie's-
are really. They're very cool, and
Ronnie's
they
a
partner
good
with
dude.
bands, and they've done like collabs with bands too, and made like a hot sauce and stuff.
Yeah, who they did? They do.
Oh, that
I know they just did one with Four Chords. That was this
Yeah.
weekend. Four Chords Music Festival, and then there was another band, Afterburn, with. It escapes me. It's a Florida hardcore band. I don't remember, but yeah, good dude. But Rocket Fuel is a mixture of Magura Scorpion Pepper and Carolina Reaper.
Oh,
And
God.
it is so good. But no, like I know, the reaction is, oh
I need
no,
to have
it's so good.
flavor, man.
No,
It
dude,
needs to
I'm
have
telling you, it is. There is lots of flavor.
Yeah.
There's lots of flavor to it. Yeah, I mean it stings. Don't get me wrong, it fucking stings. But
That's
He
the point,
likes
right?
Oh, man.
we've eaten hot things and he just no sells it the whole time. Like we've done like we did the one chip challenge and everything like that, and I'm like I'm doing
what I was
jumping
gonna
jacks
ask,
and
if not
drooling
done
into cups, and he's just like no selling it completely, and I'm like, how are you not dying? And he's like, I am dying. I'm just letting people see you look stupid.
well, we did it, and then the little nitro, the 9 million Scoville
Yeah, the gummy
bear.
Ugh.
That was a rough one.
Yeah.
That'll be the next podcast. That'll be the next one. We'll all do the one chip challenge or the gummy bear.
You tell us.
If you guys want to do it,
We've
do
done
it.
swaps. We've done swaps and tasting.
Yeah.
We would,
So-
we would do that. Yeah, let me know when we can come to New York. You know?
Nice.
Also, my parents are in the Carolinas, so
Right.
Oh my God,
okay.
where in the Carolinas?
well, they're in the Fort Mill area,
Oh, okay.
so
We're
they're
from
south.
Raleigh, North Carolina. Anytime you want to come to Raleigh, like we'll show you some like awesome food places.
Nice,
There's
awesome.
here.
There's a hot sauce place in that area called Pucker Butt. Have you
What?
heard of it?
Oh my God, no.
Look it
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
It's probably about 2.5-3 hours away from you guys, but it's a place called Pucker
Pucker
Butt.
Butt? Look up Pucker Butt.
It is.
Work computer said I'm not going to do that on my work
Flagged.
computer.
I have a card from them, but they're really good too. They actually have some really good like chocolate bars that are really hot that have like pepper in it and stuff like that. But they do all the sauces in house. They had a few things on Hot Ones and stuff like that. So it's like a pepper palace, but it's like they have a little lab in the back where they actually make the stuff too, and it's really cool.
I love that.
Have y'all ever tried like hot honey? Y'all heard of that?
Love it. Oh my God.
Dude,
So,
that is
you put it on
all
pizza?
of a sudden, yes,
Hot
it's
honey-
becoming a pizza thing.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I was like, the first time I saw someone do it, I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, what are you doing? And I tried it. One of the best things I've ever put
He
in
has
my-
the best
Dude,
story.
I tried it by accident. I was on my way here after work one time, and I just stopped at a pizza place to grab food on my way. And I was just like, okay, they have like grandma pies, which are like the square kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they have pepperoni ones. Good, I'll take that. Give me a slice. And I get in the car, and I'm like eating pizza in the car like a maniac, savage on my way here. And I take a bite, and I'm like, what is this? Because it was like the small pepperoni cups and then Mike's hot honey. And I was just like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever had. And then recently, I found a place near me that had they do a grandma pie with vodka sauce, which you can't have, but
Yeah,
vodka
I
sauce-
used to though.
right, vodka sauce, pepperoni, and Mike's hot honey, and that combo sounds weird, but it's fucking nuts how good it is. It makes no sense how
I'm
good it
down.
is.
I like going to places that are like I like finding places that have super flavorful like foods or really weird craft cocktails. Like
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of like the weirder the better, you know? Like
Yeah.
I like it when things are unique or when it's like a culinary experience, you know? Like I'm not here to just like drink like
Yeah, but
to
you
get
also like
drunk.
spicy
I like
cocktails.
flavors. I do. And I'm also like you're talking about honey. Like I'm obsessed
Oh,
with local honey. Like I feel like we have
okay.
Yeah.
a dealer in every state.
we've had
You know,
people
like
send us honey and
Ugh.
bring honey to shows for her and stuff like
That's
that.
awesome. That's awesome.
Well,
I
well,
love local honey.
Honeycomb's
you-
pretty incredible.
If you apparently, from what I've been told, being a singer is very important. If you suffer from allergies, apparently eating the local honey helps you out.
yeah.
It is true. It's true. When I'm originally from Ohio, and when I moved to North Carolina, the extreme change of environments, like North Carolina has like yellow season where every
yeah.
car becomes a yellow
Mhm.
car. Okay. And so like that whole, like there was like my first 2 years of college, I was getting hives everywhere. My arms, my legs were just covered in hives. And this was like every day. I'm taking Benadryl every day.
Oh man.
But I'm still trying to like do college, you know? And so like I felt like I started having to do stab myself with EpiPens like on a a more regular basis, it was pretty bad. So somebody told me about getting local honey, and I think that's when my addiction to local honey started.
Oh.
Because I didn't
Like,
ever
it's an
do
addiction.
that.
Healed and it's delicious everywhere.
Yeah,
You get it
like
everywhere.
no, it's a thing now. Like I like even when we went to West Valley
Syringes
Studios,
of honey everywhere.
like we went to West Valley and we worked with Mike Plonikoff, and I was like, "Where's the local honey, Mike?" And he was like, "I will show you the way. Let's go to this farmers market together." And he showed me like this avocado honey where like the bees just make the honey from avocado trees, and oh my God, it is like the smoothest, creamiest, like it's really good honey. And it was in the Calabasas farmers market, and I love trying honey. We can talk.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oscar, how does it feel to be in a band with Winnie the Pooh?
Right.
Oh my God, I don't know. I feel like almost a side character. Like I'm just like Eeyore, just like okay. Like where's the honey? It's like I don't want to go. Like we're going to honey.
That makes Cam Tigger for sure.
Oh, for sure. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's
So real quick, where in Ohio are you from?
I'm actually from Sandusky, Ohio. You know Cedar Point, the amusement park?
Yeah. I was born in Parma.
Really?
Yeah. I was born just outside of Cleveland. So and I've been to Cedar Point a bunch of times, and like I still have some relatives there, but I lived there for the first few years of my life. Like
we
always
used
went
to
back.
walk to Cedar Point like every
Yeah.
day after school. Like we used to go to Cedar Point every day. So
Awesome.
that was, but like I didn't want to like live there. You know, like
Absolutely.
no, you know what I'm saying? Like it's for the tourists, you know,
Yeah.
to ride roller coasters all the time. But like everybody there, like I feel like it's like you have to work either in a factory or you have to do like multiple like minimum wage jobs just to barely make ends meet. It's like very tourist town. Like, you know, you have to do the touristy things. You're working at the water park or at the, you know, amusement park and stuff. And I didn't want that life. So I moved to North Carolina for college just to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved to New York to get the hell out of Indiana because I went from Ohio to Indiana, which was lateral move.
Yeah, how different would that be? You know?
Not much.
Yeah.
Still flat.
Are there as many Amish communities? I wonder.
Yeah,
there.
yes, but they're
Ohio
up
has a lot
north,
of-
so I'm not around them, and I wasn't around them a lot. But like, if you drove up north and everything, you'd get those times you were just like, "Why is everybody going so slow?" And it's like, "Oh,
there's a
horse carriage."
Oh, perfect! I love
And then
it.
you'd pass them, and they'd look at you like you're the devil, and you're like, "You're just mad because you know you're in a carriage."
Oh my God! Shots fired.
Ah, man. What excites me is that
They won't see this.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my God! Perfect.
What excites me is that so like we've actually had times when bands were on tour and we would like stop by their tour dates and we would bring the Wheel of Destiny, which has like a whole bunch of different
Odd food choices.
And
Whatever we can find.
and and they would do it. So now,
We've
I
filmed
mean,
a few episodes. So.
it sounds like, and from what I understand, you guys might be going on tour in the fall.
Yeah, we have a huge tour. I'm not allowed to say it just yet, but it's like 99% locked in.
Nice.
It's with a giant headliner. Like, you know, after we get off this call, like
Awesome.
Yeah.
you'll know that band. No, not Britney Spears. Cam.
That would be sick.
He was
Tour
just,
with Britney.
I know, like could you
Cam's
like
just like in the background, just Britney Spears.
I got to tell you, Jen, my wife Jen, was working out downstairs, and I walked into the studio and out of my house with Britney Spears blaring in the background. So
Yeah. Well, no. Who did that? Who did that? Like great version of Toxic. It was.
Was it a Static Lullaby?
It was a Static Lullaby. Yeah. They did a pretty sick version of Toxic. That was.
Yeah. But that being said,
And we did a Britney. My
we-
band did a Britney song too.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Hold it against me. It's a great video.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the tour is going to be like mid-October to like mid-November.
Nice.
And we don't have the routing in cities yet, but like, yeah, totally. We normally get like a guest list, you know, to bring like some of like PR reps and stuff like that want to come. So like if you guys ever want to be on the list, man, just you know, send me a message or something. I'll put you on the list. I'd love for you to come to our show. Like
we'll pay for a ticket. We just want to eat weird shit with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we buy tickets and shirts.
Free.
That's no problem.
Tomato free. I'll do.
And as long as it's after I sing. I don't want to be like doing these crazy high notes. Like, here's fire. I just like burned off the whole front. The whole front row used to have eyebrows. Now, like, you know.
So hey, it's like a Guar show. You know what you're in for,
right? Actually, we did. So we did one with Rivals when they were on tour, and one of their openers, Josh Lambert, he decided to have a 2.2 million Scoville unit cheese ball. Actually, multiple, because the guys from Rivals pushed him into doing it because you know
that's what you do.
See the young guy, you got to do it. He ate it and then immediately threw up.
Yeah.
Like immediately threw up. Yeah. And
that's lucky. Because otherwise, like, I feel like he would be in the bathroom the whole night. Like, you'd just be like, sorry, guys, can't get on stage. You know, like, I feel like it, at least he, like, puked it out. No, he's lying. Oh, my God, whatever.
Come on, Oscar. Girls don't poop.
He's here to bring fake news.
Who are you going to believe? She lies to people for a living.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. I have
wow.
For a living.
Now those are shots fired.
She's a hacker. She doesn't lie. She steals.
Everyone's going to see that.
Give me a computer. I don't need to talk.
Well, guys, thank you so much for we've been taking up a lot of your time. We know we have, so thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. I definitely want to wrap this up. So one more time, just please let everybody know where they can find everything Lilac, where they can check out the new music, what they can look forward to, and then we'll keep them involved in knowing new things as it comes. So
when new things come out, we always share it.
Yeah. So what can you tell us all right now and let them know where they can find you?
Yeah. So go on like Spotify, follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, any of the digital distribution areas. You can listen to our music, watch our music videos on YouTube. Go to Instagram and Facebook. You can check out our all of our upcoming like events and everything on our website.
Talk to us. We're super chatty with all the fans.
Yeah. We love commenting back and answering every message. What's coming out? I mean, so we just at the beginning of the year, we actually went back in the studio with Mike Plotnikoff before we got here to Kane's, and we wrote 3 more songs. One song we wrote with Tyler Connolly from Theory of a Dead Man, and then 2 other songs we wrote with Tommy Kane. He's written a bunch with like Crazy Town and stuff. So anyway, we have 3 songs that are kind of just like they're done, they're ready, they can be released at any time. Our managers love it, so like they're kind of like waiting for the right time. So I think what we're gonna do is after we write these songs with Kane Churko, we're just gonna have like this massive amount of music to be able to release. And the tour that's coming out in October, I think that's when we're gonna drop like one of the singles, like nice. With another music video to kind of like kick off that tour. Yeah. So stay tuned, watch our stuff, get ready, come see our shows. We have so much energy. Like we headbang, we jump, Cam lifts keyboards above his head. I mean, we climb light towers. We hang
to break something every time.
Yeah, we literally we'll hang from light towers. Cam plays like wireless keyboards on the top of the light towers. I mean, it's an insane show.
It's a rock show.
Yeah,
it's a rock show.
There's nothing I love
back
more.
A rock show. Thank you.
There's honestly nothing I love more than like when the keyboard player is the guy to watch on stage.
Right.
That is always like fucking cool as hell to me. So yeah. Growth, you guys.
Show for you, man.
I love that. Yeah. Definitely check them out. Yeah. Check us out. I'd love that.
We'll put all the links underneath and everything. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And I want to let everybody know, remember to ask yourselves a very important question. And guys, I'll ask you again. See if it's changed over the course of our chat here. What is your bacon?
Oh.
Bacon is everything.
Bacon is everything. And getting to talk with you guys and have a good time, had to change my answer. That's Our bacon.
Nice. Meeting people. Meeting
Yes.
new friends.
Yeah.
Our friends is our bacon. You guys have been our bacon today. Thank you guys so
Oh,
much.
I love that.
And everybody at home, remember to ask yourselves every single day, what makes your life a little bit better? What is it that brings a little bit of joy to you, makes it easier to get through the day? That stuff that makes you smile when you don't wanna. That stuff that makes you smile when you gotta.
That makes you do this, even though it
Indeed.
doesn't deserve it.
Indeed. Ask yourself every single day, Lilac, what do they ask themselves?
Perfect. I love
This
it.
is where you say, what's your bacon?
What's your bacon? Oh, what's your? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
What's your bacon?
Yeah, goddamn right. What's
You
your
got it.
bacon? Thank you for listening, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that was fun.
So we had a really great outro.
Yeah,
Right.
we did.
And
You can find me at Jimmy G Shoes.
we had a really great outro, and we knew that this happens. This happens with our software, where it decides out of nowhere that it just doesn't.
No audio.
It doesn't want to record video or record audio or
Right.
let the mouth move or whatever it is. Right.
Yeah.
And we had a really great outro, and it's not existent anymore.
Yeah, it is now. It is at one with the ether.
Right. But we did have a lot of fun with Lilac. It's awesome making new friends because they're new friends for sure.
They're super awesome. They're
Yeah.
super fun. Check them out. They were going to, well, they did tell us about the tour that's
After-
coming up, but we can't
we can't
tell you
say
guys about it. But it's going to be awesome. So look for
Yes.
it. And it's a band that everybody knows.
Yeah.
So definitely watch for it and check that out.
And come hang out with us when we go hang out with them.
Mhm, absolutely.
Because that's going to be a thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Remember to go to baconismypodcast.com to check out all things Bacon Is My Podcast.
Including Sweet Swag.
Yep. Bacon's my fashion over there.
Unfortunately, there are no sleeveless shirts.
No.
This is sleeveless now because it had the deodorant ring
right.
around it.
Now, if you wanted sleeveless shirt,
Let him know.
you can do. It's called scissors, and you can cut
Yes.
the sleeves off.
And I did just that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Or one of those pullers, like if you have a sewing kit.
You're gonna have to show me how to
Thread
do
puller.
that. I've never done it before.
Yeah, I will show you.
So
I will
you,
show you.
we could do a lesson on
We could.
Patreon.
We could do a lesson for the Patreon.
I like that.
Yeah, okay.
like that.
So, patrons, look for a sleeve removal lesson coming up sometime soon.
That makes me happy.
Sometime in the near future.
I like learning new things.
In the future.
Yeah.
Check out our sponsors.
Grow your ass
GrowYourAssOff.com. Drink Wild Bills.
And Manscaped.
Manscaped. Testicles, cheeks.
Yes. It's the
Shave
it's
'em,
the end of
wash
the
'em.
summer.
Shave them, wash them, wipe them off.
It's the end of the summer. It's getting hot.
Yeah.
It's still hot. It's gonna be 90. So let's do it. Let's keep them clean. Keep them not stinky.
Yes.
Keep yourself confident.
Keep them cool.
Keep them very cool.
Keep them cool.
Jimmy, where can they find you?
Jimmy G Shoes on all the socials. You can find my band Craving Strange at cravingstrange.net, where we have stuff for our socials and our music and all that kind of stuff. So definitely check that out. I would appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. We're working on new music right now. Speaking of working on new music, so are you.
Yeah, at Something Heavy Music, we're going to be having a new single called Hurt coming out soon. I don't know what it is with my band having the same names of songs as like major names of famous songs.
I think that's
like separate ways. and
your
Hurt.
fault.
Yeah, it's totally my fault.
Right, like you say my band, but like you title them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
So what's up with that?
You know what? Clickbait, maybe.
Ah. Okay.
We'll go with that.
Okay.
I mean, it's subconscious, but it's like, you know
Right.
what?
So look soon for Something Heavy. Hurt, parentheses, not Johnny Cash.
Not Johnny Cash, not 9 Inch Nails.
Not 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Which is also Johnny Cash.
Right. Right. He covered them.
Right.
They didn't cover him.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks, Rick Rubin.
Yep.
Yeah. We together, Our Bacon Is My Passion. We've got
Mm-hmm.
a new EP coming out soon. It's also being worked on by the fabulous Dave Caggiano, who is working on the new Something Heavy
Your
single
stuff,
as well.
as well as the new Craving Strange stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So we're super excited. Guys, thank you for joining us. If you're on any of the streaming platforms, audio streaming platforms, please make sure to follow pardon me, if you're on Apple iTunes, make sure you give us that 5-star review. It costs you nothing and it helps us greatly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly. If you're watching on YouTube, on Strangerhood TV, please make sure you follow. You
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Like these things. Tell your friends.
Send us a comment.
Send us a comment.
Tell us what you think. We had one guy talk to us all about our audio quality.
Right. And that wasn't even the episode to worry about.
Right, yeah, there's way worse ones.
Yeah.
That was a pretty decent one.
Yeah. And so I politely responded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So yeah, if you have suggestions,
it was
send
really
them our way.
awesome to see that he had 6 followers and 4 videos, all of them being awful audio.
Well,
So-
then he would know.
Right.
Right?
It takes one to
He's
know
like,
one.
believe me, I know. I know what bad audio. Rest in peace, Pee Wee. Yeah.
I don't make monkeys, I train them!
Today's secret word is.
Yes. Guys, thank you for joining us, and always remember to ask yourself one super important question. What is that question, Jimsy?
What's your beacon?
World peace.
Tangerines.